get up, get up, get up, get up, get up.
Minutes after 7 o'clock. What a nice looking Tuesday morning. Hope you're doing well. It is November 4th, 2014.
Yeah.
Wow.
It is gorgeous out there.
Getting closer to Turkey Day.
Yeah, it is. It is. I love Thanksgiving.
It is 53 degrees here at the studios of The Source, WOCA, broadcasting live from the Paddock Mall, just outside the WOCA commissary.
Yep.
Thought I'd share that with you.
I'm glad you did.
They don't serve Thanksgiving dinner in the commissary. I know it's a little bit early to talk about it, but hey, if Walgreens can start selling Christmas stuff in July, we can talk about Thanksgiving on November 4th.
Exactly.
So we got a good show this morning. 7:35. I have some sound bites from Ben Carson, Dr. Ben Carson. He is always a guy who I think makes a lot of sense, and happened to catch him on the news yesterday evening, and thought when I got in here this morning I would try to find that and grab some sound bites from that, and I did. And he's basically talking about his feelings about why he thinks people are probably going to vote more Republican than Democrat this time around. And one of the things I found interesting was when he was talking about voter ID, which, by the way, there's a whole list of ID you can use if you go vote today.
Oh, my gosh.
Some ID I didn't know about.
Oh.
I have the list somewhere. I'll tell you what it is. And then what was the other thing I wanted to mention that he talks about? That Americans are finally getting it again, meaning that we are supposed to tell the government what to do, not the other way around.
Yes, we are.
And so he hints at the Affordable Care Act as an example of the government telling the people what to do rather than the people telling the government. Although I know the other side of that argument. The other side of that argument is the people did want that, and so there you go. It's one of those political things, so we'll be very political at 7:35.
Okay.
Right now we're just here.
Yes, I like it.
We do have an 8:20 today, so our visit with Galen will be a little bit abbreviated today. At 8:20, Jean Martin is going to be on. She is a talent solutions architect for Corporate Executive Board, and I don't know what that is, so we're going to learn together what that is, okay?
Yes.
8:35, that's when we read the news, and we refrain from commentary. We simply read the news. Sometimes the news is slanted. We will admit that. It's not our slanting, though. It comes from the different agencies. We will tell you which agency we're getting it from, and to give you a chance to read it, and not only that, but also understand why it's slanted a certain direction. If you read the news enough, you know this news organization slants to the right, this news organization slants to the left. Find me one that doesn't slant at all. Find me one that doesn't do it at all, and I'll be amazed, because usually there's some kind of an adjective or a way to phrase something or a way to interject something into a story that gives you a feeling that this newspaper, or at least the writer, the journalist, is trying to express an opinion rather than simply deliver the news. Carol Ann Baldwin will be on at 9:05. The program that she hosts is called In the Garden with Carol Ann, and so her whole intent is to answer your questions about your lawns and your gardens. Joshua McVeigh is coming on at 10:05. He is a music minister.
Okay.
And he sings the gospel, I guess. I guess is the best way to say this. So he'll be here to tell us about what he does. I met him yesterday for the first time. 10:35, Joe Reichel will be in the studio. He is, of course, with Damage Control Services. If you have a do-it-yourself home repair project, then you need to know, what tool would you suggest, Joe?
Yeah.
What kind of glue? What kind of gook should I glue this down or nail this down? Should I staple this?
Exactly.
How do you do this?
Right.
He'll help you out.
He will.
And if it's just a little bit over your head, he does have a whole list of people he can recommend to do it professionally. 11:05, Dr. Andrew Pecora is coming on. Dr. Pecora is the Chief Innovations Officer and Professor and Vice President of Cancer Services at John Thurer Cancer Center at Hackensack University Medical Center in Hackensack, New Jersey.
Yep.
Whew, that's a long list.
Wow.
Anyway, he's going to talk about multiple myeloma. It's a type of cancer formed by cancerous plasma cells existing mainly in the bone marrow. So, right up Galen's alley a little bit. We should have somehow connected those two, but we didn't. Mm-hmm. Fun with Joe today. It is getting close to Turkey Day.
Yes, it is.
We are starting to think about food. We always think about food.
Yep.
And so I have here, for the Fun with Joe segment today, food scenes in movies.
Oh, okay.
I will tell you the food scene, and you will tell me the movie.
What a clever idea. They're always so clever every day.
Simple as that, right?
Yeah.
And then our segment with Galen. This is going to be fun. I wish we had more time today, but we have to wrap it up kind of quick. I have the top 10 countries that you can order a mail order bride from.
Really?
Yep. If you can't find anybody in Ocala or in Florida or even in the United States of America, for some reason, you can order a woman through the mail.
Wow.
I don't know how she arrives. I don't know if there's a box and she's here.
Wow. That puts all those...
I don't know how much it cost. I will just tell you the top 10 countries. Number one is going to be interesting. Wait till you hear what number one is.
Oh, okay.
Foreign countries you can order a bride from.
Wow. Well, who needs to go to those online dating services?
No,
then?
just pay a few dollars and you're set.
That's right. Exactly.
Oh. Honey, what did you order? Nothing. Johnny, help me get that down into the basement. Johnny, help me carry this box. Dad, what is it? It's so heavy.
It's got air holes in it.
It's a gift. It's a surprise. You can't even see it. I got to bring it downstairs. You hear some foreign language coming out of the box. Akne.
Good morning.
I can't think of it.
Ahmed.
I can't think of a foreign expression you might hear coming from the box. Good to me out of here.
Yeah.
I am in here now.
Yeah, I'm ready.
If that's the voice, you don't want to open the box.
No.
So yeah, mail order brides. That's going to be fun.
That'll be fun.
Gosh. Today is election day. Let me go to the phone first before we do some of these other things. What did I do with that button? Here it is. How could I lose the phone button? Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning.
Hiya, Jim.
Short sentence. If you don't vote, don't complain.
There you go.
Good quote. I like it.
Have a good morning.
Thank
all.
you, Jim. Appreciate that.
No reason not to vote.
No reason.
Plenty of time up until today to vote, to get your ride all set up so they can drive you to vote. Everything's
Do
all
you feel
set.
a little bit left out, though, when you vote early? Or in your case, you do absentee ballot. Do you feel left out because it's election? This is the day to do it.
Yeah.
You feel a little bit left out?
I like getting that little sticker.
So the forms of ID that you can use today. Are you ready for this?
Okay.
Your Florida's driver's license. We kind of knew that one. Mm-hmm. Your Florida ID card issued by the Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles. I guess we sort of knew that one.
Yeah.
For people who don't drive.
Yeah, like Doug.
Your United States passport.
Okay, that makes sense.
I never knew your debit or credit card was acceptable.
Really?
That's what it says.
Some don't have pictures on them.
I don't
they
know.
know?
I'm just telling you what it says on the list. Your military identification card is also acceptable.
That makes sense.
Your student identification card is acceptable.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Your retirement center identification card.
Oh.
I guess if you're living in what do you call those things? Nursing home. Well, assisted living facility.
I see. Assisted living. Oh,
I guess they issue ID cards.
ID cards?
I
Really?
guess.
Wow.
I don't know. Here's an interesting one. Your neighborhood association identification. I'm not kidding.
Guess you gotta live in a gated community.
It's
for
on
that.
the list.
Neighborhood association.
Yeah, we're eligible. We're 55 plus.
Yeah.
You know, for 54 years, I was not eligible. And I used to
Yeah.
make fun of it.
That's right.
I still make fun of it.
I know, because we don't think of us that
Your
way.
public assistance identification is the last thing on the list. You can use your, what is that called, that little card that you, maybe food stamps or something?
Food stamps, yeah, the
I
WIC
guess you can
card
use
and-
that. Wow. So all those things
Yeah, all
are
that
ideal.
kind of stuff.
And later on when we have Ben Carson's sound bites, he does express his thoughts about the ID and whether he thinks it's racist. Ben Carson, I don't know if it's important to mention somebody's race, but I guess it is in this case because he's trying to talk about whether it's racist or not.
Yeah, well, you have to know the person that's voting. You have to match up a photo
I
with the
dropped my
person. I see that. But you really have to, you got to know who's voting. That way they're not voting more than one time and somebody isn't trying to sneak in to vote for you.
That wasn't the point I was trying to make. The point I was trying to make, he's a black man. He's a black man. Ben
Yes, he
Carson
is.
And we know when I first read about him, I honestly didn't know. Like, honestly, when I first read it, I think I brought him onto the air. Well, not brought him on as far as a guest.
Yeah.
But I had sound bites from him once before.
Right.
Early on when I didn't know who he was really. I just liked what he said. I had no idea what race he was.
Yeah, me too. I just liked him as a person.
Anyway,
You know.
now we know. But
Yeah.
whatever.
Gee.
Did I forget to do something? Oh yeah. Some of the things happening today. Well, don't forget,
Okay.
it's election day.
Yep.
Don't forget the Mega Millions thing tonight. Nobody has won it yet. You might win it.
I hope so.
$321 million now.
Wouldn't that be great?
Nobody has won this thing since August.
Wow.
320. This is the multi-state thing, right? Or am I wrong about that?
I don't know what the particulars are. I just know I fill out the little dot. and
Mega
get a
Millions?
ticket.
The game called Mega Millions?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I just fill out the little circles and get a ticket. I don't know what it encompasses.
321,000,000. 300.
Wow.
Imagine if it was thousand.
That's okay.
$321,000.
I would go for that too.
Also, the Galleon Andalucia last year,
Oh, I heard you talking about that on your news.
we
That
went to
was
see
cool.
this ship in Cape Canaveral,
Yep.
and it was very, very cool. It's not an actual ship from the what year would that be? The 1400s?
Yeah.
16th and 18th centuries.
Oh.
16th and 18th. Well, they
So that's the
skip one?
1500s. Yeah, I know. It's like, just forget about these 100 years. We don't care. Not important.
Okay, and when we went to see this Galleon Andalucia, remember we were speaking to the gentlemen on the boat, and they said their home base was Spain, correct?
Yeah, correct.
Am I right about that? Well, the article said their port is in Puerto Rico, but I'm not so sure that means their temporary port. Anyway, so they're back. They won't. I'm not sure if they're there yet or not, but they're going to
Okay.
Jacksonville.
Nice.
So
great.
the
thing.
ship will be docked in Jacksonville if you want to see it. It was a very cool thing to go on. You know what was cool about it for me? You tried to imagine when you get on this boat and you realize that the people who traveled from Europe to here to make this their home, in spite of the nasty things that we did to the Native Americans, which you can't deny that, but just the people, they rode on these boats. They are not big.
No.
There was no air conditioning. There was no refrigerator.
No.
There was, I don't know where they kept all the food. Well, they show you, actually, so I do know.
Yeah, they do show you.
But how did they all fit? What was it like on that boat? And it took a while. It wasn't
Yeah.
like today, you can get there in 6 hours.
No, it was probably very uncomfortable.
So,
Very uncomfortable.
anyway, I guess the reason I liked it is because you do get to sort of kind of step back in history. You're not on an actual old boat, but it is an absolutely perfect replica of it.
Yeah, and they actually travel with it. I mean, it's not like it's hauled here.
Yeah,
They're a working crew. It's amazing.
Anyway, it's in Jacksonville. I guess starting tomorrow, it'll be there through the weekend, and then I don't know where it's going. All right, we'll take a little break. We'll be right back. This is The Source, WOCA. Good morning. Good morning. Tuesday morning.
Yeah.
Fox News Radio, I'm Steve Rappaport. Voting underway in some states on the East Coast for the midterm elections.
The latest polls show tight races nationwide with momentum growing for some Republicans. In a Wall Street Journal poll asking voters which party should control Congress, 46% responded Republicans, 45% say Democrats. Fox News polling shows races within a percentage point in North Carolina, Iowa, and Kansas. Republicans need to secure 6 additional Senate seats to regain control of the Senate.
Fox's Rich Edson. Republicans are expected to keep with their majority in the House. Debris from the Virgin Galactic spacecraft that broke up in flight has been found 35 miles from the main wreckage area. The co-pilot was killed in Friday's test flight. Goodbye, Spotify.
She wears short skirts, I wear t-shirts.
Pop star Taylor Swift pulling her entire catalog from the music streaming service. Fox News. We report, you decide.
Fox News Early Prime, breaking down business news and its impact on your bottom line. Your World with Neil Cavuto.
That's how I do business. That's why I am business.
Bold positions and brash opinions on the topics America is buzzing about. The Five.
How do you think this will set in with the American people?
This will be the pulse of the nation.
Washington insight and political know-how from the best in the Beltway. Special report with Brett Bay.
The epicenter of the political world is here.
The number one place for fair and balanced coverage. Fox News Channel.
What's wrong with working hard to make our lives and our kids' lives better? Nothing. At Fox Business, we don't have a problem with success. We have a very big problem with those who get in the way of it. We don't come out of the box bashing those who make money, just the politicians stealing it and the bureaucracies wasting it. We're not just sitting behind a desk. We're out in the field, on the floor, with the folks. Because when a story moves forward, so do we.
Fox Business, the power to prosper. Check your local listings.
Your home is safe, or is it? AA Lock, Dock, and Security. The name has been a staple in Ocala since 1985. Do you have the right equipment in place to have peace of mind when you are at home or away? AA Lock, Dock, and Security has the right people to install and monitor your home or business. Call today for a free on-site security analysis. Call 867-1965. AA Lock, Dock, and Security, 219 Northwest 10th Street, 867-1965.
Your weekends are getting a little retooled.
Swear to God, not making a joke.
Check this out. New shows? Check. Some new talent? Check. Let's welcome the guys.
Let's get it going.
Arnie Spanier.
Unbelievable.
TJ Reeves.
This is what you get.
Your weekends are on fire. Because that's how exotic it is.
Get it for less at the DIY Home Center outlet. Get top quality real wood cabinets the same or less than the big box stores are selling the cheap stuff. And that's not all. Drywall screws big box stores are $6.47 a pound. At DIY only $4.99. Plus DIY has the largest selection of mobile home parts and accessories anywhere. From carpet to doors, get the DIY supplies you need for less. The DIY Home Center outlet. We are your building material closeout store. 2191 Northwest 10th Street, just 2 miles east.